Wait a second.
Here's Tom.
Which way to Mount Denali?
That's it right there.
There?
Ride the chairlift. See the chairlift right there?
Oh yeah, that'll take you there?
Yep.
I'm from Indiana.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
Who's your mama? Who's your papa? That's where I came from.
That's right. Who's your mama?
Excuse me. It's early in the morning.
Speak properly.
How?
You're on candid.
Stream
Is that on?
Whoa! I want a quote.
Is that thing running?
No.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's running.
You doof.
Let me get a quote
I'll
from your
give you a
brother.
quote. The world is like a mountain, okay? Now you listening to me? The world is like a mountain. It's an obstacle. You can deal with it. You can deal with it or you can fail. You can fall. You can roll right down that mountain. But you gotta get back up and you keep going up. And if you get in trouble, there's a guy like Cam to drag you up that mountain.
If you get in trouble, there'll be a camera.
That's right, there'll be evidence.
And it'll get on
you'll have to
America's-
live with it the rest of your life.
America's Funniest Home Videos. How are you?
Anybody feeling sick? No. Okay.
My lips
He's done his
Anybody
job
go
right
down
there.
the mountain yet?
lips
It's
are
pretty
chapped, I
early.
think.
Your lips are chapped.
Yeah.
He needs to go down the mountain.
Serious?
I'm a doctor.
Man, oh man.
Down
You're
the hill.
strict, aren't you?
Now, you're a surgeon, though. Can you cut those lips off?
I could.
You
You
know,
have to transplant something on there. Where would we get it?
Well, I could think of it.
Where
You know
could
what
we?
they-
Where could we get it?
you know what
Why are you here? What drove you to do this?
Oh, my stupid brother. I wouldn't have done it, but he came up, so I figured I had to do it too. One of those brother things, you know.
You guys are like bonding and hanging out and stuff.
It's kind of like that. We haven't seen each other for so long, and we figured, you know, stay in the same tent, we could learn to hate each other again, just like high school, all over again. It stinks in here, I'll tell you that.
This is a
I
tent.
think it smells okay.
There's Bob. He's trying to write in his journal. This is our tent. This is our home sweet home for three of us. How big is this? It does smell. Can you smell that on the film, you think?
Okay, here's my pee bottle.
Pee. Now let's see Tom.
Here's Cam's pee bottle.
My pee bottle's right here.
Cam's has tape on it.
Just so I
It's
can
his
feel it in the
pee
night.
Bottle, don't drink. See?
Don't
And then
drink.
here's Tom's. It says urine.
Bob, would you like
There's
it?
Tamsin.
Hey, I dare you to drink out of this. Come on.
There's Tamsin.
Urine. Urine. We've got the doctor.
I'm cooking today. We're a little concerned about hygiene in the kitchen, so I'm checking it out.
And we've
Wash
got
your hands today?
we've got Colby Wand.
He hasn't washed his hands
This is our
yet.
new name. Is Colby Wand.
Colby
Burned
Wand. Pass on your
Burn the
wisdom
pads
to
off my fingers.
Is it?
Dealing with the stoves.
So Colby,
That's pretty hygienic.
what's the strangest or weirdest or just most remarkable thing that's happened on one of these trips?
On one of these trips?
Besides carrying shit bags with Bob.
Oh my god.
That was the highlight of that.
Some of the people I've run into. For sure. Garth. He's probably the weirdest.
Who's he?
Garth was kind of crazy. The Rangers had to take his ice axe and crampons away at 14 to quarantine him. And then he escaped. And I saw him, last I saw him, he was pulling a sled with like 5 cans of fuel, empty cans, dangling behind the sled, and it was just like this big noisy garage
Just married,
sale.
huh?
And he said, I've got 30 days of food cash at base camp now. He was raiding other people's caches.
Oh gosh.
That
Garth,
was
huh?
pretty weird. Oh, you
He
know,
wasn't
even better, there was a huge dump at 14. Huge dump. Went on for like 4 days. And Daryl said he went out walking around. All of a sudden, he kind of collapsed, and he dug it up, and he dug up a tent, and inside there were 4 Koreans with the stove going and smoking cigarettes. And they all go, oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
They were alive.
they were alive.
All right, here we are, still at 11,000 feet. Dr. Tom is hanging out in the tent.
Wanted to say hi to Lori and the kids. I missed getting this on yesterday for Father's Day. But it wasn't the same not being home with you guys, but I'll be there in about 2 weeks. We're doing all right. I'm doing all right. I gotta live in this tent with Cam and Bob, which is kind of a pain, especially Cam.
It's pretty good.
I'm used to Bob. He's always been a jerk, but now I realize Cam is too. But at least I'm having a stabilizing influence on the group.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you soon. Love you guys. Night.
They get really big, don't they?
How are you guys doing this morning? It's a little cool this morning. Walter?
It's a beautiful day.
Yes, we're going to 14 today.
What kind of wild rice?
Oh my God! Somebody help Scott! Oh God! Look at it all! He's got his leg.
You pick up sound, does it pick up scent?
Hey, it's just like in a monkey house at a zoo.
This is tent life. That's my side.
This reeks.
Monkey in the middle. There's Tom's side.
Serious, you sleep with your socks and stuff. It does if you've ever been to a monkey house in a zoo.
I'll show you what we do with our socks.
What do we do with our socks?
These are the wet ones.
See?
So you put
I've
them
never
in here.
arranged around my groin.
You put them in here.
Not many people
Over
get
your
to see
shoulder.
It's amazing.
Like that. And that keeps them warm and dry by
See
the
all the
morning.
stuff we got hanging, little decorations.
This tent is
You know what this
crapple.
is?
A pee bottle.
That's one way to call it, or you can call it by its medical term.
Urine.
Yes.
Can you demonstrate that
Look
for
at
us?
Mine's got some in it.
Can you
But
guys
mine's bigger.
demonstrate?
You keep this in here too. And you pee right in bed.
Cool.
And it's like cheating.
Don't tell Mom we did
Give it to me. I'll
Bob. Oh yeah, Bob, you're Tom.
Tom.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm alright, a little cold.
Okay.
Hey, I don't know if you can see or not.
The sun is fun to come out.
Oh, that's good for it. We're hanging out. We're getting ready to do some ground school on fixed lines. It's a little cold. It was 10 below this morning. The sun finally came out. I think it's going to warm up a little bit, but we're having fun. And we're going to go up the fixed lines today.
That's where we're going. All right, it's June 24th. What are we doing, Tom?
Oh, I lost track of count.
What are we
See,
doing?
With this low oxygen, we're going to 17 today.
All right.
Hi.
How you feeling, Caitlin?
Pretty good. How are you feeling, Cam?
Not too bad. Packing up camp. Here we are.
Yeah.
June 24th, potentially summit day tomorrow, depending on the weather and how we all feel. And we only brought 3 tents up here.
Yep.
That's my spot right there.
It's about this big.
It's not very wide, is it?
Don't move over into my side.
Everyone has to sleep on their side.
That's right.
Spoons.
This is pretty close quarters.
Cozy.
Cozy. Hopefully,
Working, Cam?
yeah.
We're at Denali Pass.
Pretty mellow.
We're higher than Foraker right now.
Steps we go up here and there that are steep.
Big
Once in
step.
a while they throw in a fixed line, but nothing like we've seen on Denali Pass down there.
So this is the steepest.
Yeah, Pig Hill. Pig Hill. It'll seem long and steep, I think.
Got it made, huh? I think so. Not really great. Somebody's back there waiting for you. So much. All right, Tomster.
Come here, man.
Oh, shit.
I didn't think you would.
Oh, you want to see the... Oh, I see. You want to see my water bottle's frozen? Is that it?
No,
You're here to record how I screwed up? Is that it?
no. I wouldn't have noticed though if you hadn't mentioned it.
Oh,
So how do you feel
never
today?
mind.
How do you feel today, Tom?
Well, I feel okay. Kind of wiped.
How was yesterday? Describe it for me.
Hard day. Very difficult day. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done physically. Altitude really kicked in, I think. Just not getting enough air. So, but it went very well. I was glad everyone summited. Thought it was a great experience for everybody. It's fun to see everybody up on the top. Good day.
He summited before us.
Like before everybody was, some of the stuff had been, like, people have been brought down.
After half the team had gone down to Farache, Anatoly went up. Wow. But he was shattered. I mean, you looked at it, I've never seen him so weak in my life.
Can I give this to you?
Which, weak to me, weak in Anatoly's is like strong by my standards. So.
He probably went up and did loads because
Please!
It's Scottish! It's
If it's not Scott, it's crap! Tommy boy! How are you, me man?
It's warm down here.
I think you need to
I
take
think
some
another
gear off.
layer. I need another layer.
Zero!
Hey, girl.